If you're catching this live, please give me a like and subscribe. Just going to give a couple seconds here. Hopefully we get a few people to enter and watch this. And the Bills had a big victory over the New Jersey Jets on Monday Night Football. Wanted to make this video yesterday, but then we ended up getting Amari Cooper traded to the Bills. So I decided to wait a little bit before I made this video about the Bills-Jets game. There were 4 big things that I saw during the game that I think are going to mean a lot to the Buffalo Bills as the team moves forward. Obviously, before we even get to that, the Amari Cooper pickup in this trade yesterday is definitely going to be a big thing as the team moves forward. I've been watching some videos on Cooper. I don't think anyone has the footwork and the ability to fake and open up a defensive back's gate in the entire NFL as well as Amari Cooper. There's one versus the San Francisco 49ers. He puts a DB on his butt. There's several where he gets the defender to turn his entire back. I just don't think that there's anyone in the NFL that can do it quite as well as Amari Cooper, which is great because that's the one skill that Coleman with the Bills really needs to pick up. So hopefully Cooper can teach Keon Coleman some ways to do that and to become more open. This guy, his route running is just upper tier. So now going back to the Jets game, how did they beat New Jersey? There were 4 big things again that I feel like are going to move forward with the season are really going to help the team. But before I get to that, those penalties, oh my gosh. How can you talk about this game and not see all the penalty flags? 11 on both teams, so 22 overall penalties during the game. And there were also a lot of offsetting penalties that don't even count into that statistics. Heck, the Bills had 1 penalty during the quarter break on Deion Dawkins. So I've never seen anybody get a penalty during the quarter break. So, yeah, I don't know. The league needs to look into that. That's just way too many penalties on either team. Now, the first thing that I saw that's really a great thing as we move on is Taron Johnson. Wow, Taron Johnson played unbelievable. He's been out for like 4 weeks, and he comes back. I mean, Cam Lewis has played well in his backup, but he's no Taron Johnson. Taron Johnson comes up and stops the run. He's such a great nickel corner. I've always said I think he is the best nickel corner in the entire NFL, and he just looked amazing during this game. And then the interception at the end of the game, I don't think Cam Lewis can come up with that. That was just crazy. A crazy interception, just great effort by Taron Johnson to seal the game away on that play. And I know after the game, Aaron Rodgers blamed his wide receiver for that. Looked like his wide receiver might have got a concussion, Mike Williams, during the play. But anyway, so that's one thing. And sticking on the defensive side of the ball for number 2, Taylor Rapp. That was by far the best game Taylor Rapp has had as a Buffalo Bill. He had a concussion and had to sit out last week and played this game because he's coming off a concussion protocol with the extra padding on top of his head. I think he should keep that extra padding on top of his head. And I'm not even kidding, because I think it led him to hitting even harder. He's one of the hardest hitting players the Bills have ever had, but this game he was just lowering the boom on people. And I just thought it was fantastic. Taylor Rapp, he knocked down a pass. He caught a guy before he could get into the end zone, and that saved us points. He walloped a guy in the middle of the end zone that ended up making him drop the ball. I mean, some of the hits he was having during this game are going to have to be viewed by receivers on other teams, and they're just going to be scared going across the middle. I would anticipate some turtle arms coming up in future Bills games if Taylor Rapp is in the area. His receivers just aren't going to want to go up against that. If you are watching this video, before I get to the next two things, please give me a like. Please subscribe. I'd really appreciate that. And, it really helps the algorithm. And hello, West. Good to see you. The third thing that I think that the Buffalo Bills just have to be really happy about during the New Jersey Jets game is the player Ray Davis. Now, Ray Davis, just as a rookie coming into the league, I didn't anticipate him having that great of a game. I thought with Cook being injured and Cook being out, that Ty Johnson would be the running back that they would go to. And Ty Johnson started the game, and he had a good couple of runs. And I like Ty Johnson a lot, and he's our third running back. And he came in on third downs to block and to help give Josh Allen more time. But Ray Davis just was obvious that he had the hottest hand. And he ran for over 90, had a whole bunch of passing yards too. I mean, Ray Davis looks like he could be a legit 1-2 back for us as we bring Cook back from injury. I guess no one was on the injury report today. I know it was a walkthrough practice, so maybe we'll see more tomorrow if guys can go full out in practice or not. But it'd be great if we could get Ed Oliver back and to get James Cook back for next week. But we'll have to see what happens with that. Cook was out with a toe injury, and Oliver's been out for a few weeks. But as we face the Tennessee Titans coming up here this upcoming Sunday to finally have a home game again, as the Bills have played 3 road games in a row. It's tough not watching the Bills at home. I'd love to be able to go out to games. So, again, before I get to the fourth thing, I ask everyone to please subscribe to the channel and to give me a like up there as well. That really helps me out. The fourth thing, and what I think is the biggest thing coming out of this game, and don't spread the word around. Josh Allen has been known for a while now as being a dominant quarterback when he rolls to the right. And I have been yelling this to anyone can hear me. Josh Allen, no one, and I mean no one, can roll to the right and have the accuracy downfield that Josh Allen has. This guy finds people, and it's just before he goes out of bounds. He throws it deep. He did it in this game. Threw for over 40 yards to Ray Davis for a long completion. But you know what? I might have to change after this game to nobody can roll left either. I mean, his rolling left today has got to be the big, or not today, but on Monday, was the biggest thing out of this game. He did it 3 or 4 times, and if you can add nobody rolls left like Josh Allen, in past years, I mean, it's just going to be crazy. In past years, Josh Allen, when he rolls to the right, has been fantastic. Always been fantastic at that, and has become superior to anyone in the NFL. But when he rolls to the left, he has a hard time squaring his body back around and ends up overthrowing passes. This game, he was very accurate and turned very smoothly. And his toss to Dawson Knox for a touchdown in the end zone, roll to the left. The end of the game, when he ran, roll to the left. You know the Jets had to be trying to guard the roll to the right. Every NFL team knows that Josh Allen can roll to the right. So if he can now add roll to the left, if Josh Allen can now add roll to the left, wow. I get chills just thinking about it. So we've got the Titans coming up, and I'll make a video maybe tomorrow or the next day. Seems like you guys like these live videos. I'm going to try to figure out how to get the screen tilted better. but still haven't quite got that figured out. Maybe I'll do that in the future. But the Titans are coming to town. Big home game against that quarterback that loves mayonnaise. And, yeah, so what else do we see from this game beyond all the penalties? The pass rush from Epinesa was nice, too. Epinesa got a couple of sacks. He got one that they said that he threw his weight down on the quarterback and got a foul for it, a penalty for it. After the game, Aaron Rodgers, to his credit, said that should not have been a penalty. Epinesa, if we can release Epinesa coming from one side, hopefully that'll help Groot run from the other side. Because the first game of the season, Groot had 3 sacks in one game. He hasn't had one since. And he looks like he's trying to really concentrate on the contain, which I want to have him stopping the run. But especially when you have a quarterback like Aaron Rodgers, he's not known for scrambling. I also want him, when it's obviously a pass, to go get in there and get a sack. So hopefully Groot can work on that. Epinesa, just what a fantastic game. Now, the defensive tackles did not shine that much during this game. Daquan Jones had one heck of a sack during the game, but it just seemed like the middle was having more of a problem. Hopefully getting Ed Oliver back will help with that, if he is indeed coming back for this game. We'll have to see tomorrow again with the practice, if he practices. So, unless anyone has any questions for me, I'll leave it at that. A Cooper autograph on the wall. Yeah, that would be great. We'd like to add an Amari Cooper autograph to the wall, but again, we've got 50 guys up there on the wall, autographs that I've received personally from these guys. And the one thing we have to do is get a picture of Cooper in a Bills uniform, because we don't have anyone up there on the wall unless they are wearing Bills things. I won't put him up there in a Cowboys uniform or a Raiders uniform or a Browns uniform. So, have to get him to sign there. Will Shakir be impactful? Shakir had a completion during this game on a crossing route. That's his specialty, and coming out of the slot, but he wasn't 100%. I don't know if he'll be 100% this game. I'd like to get our guys back to 100% so that we can really play. He will play this game, but will he be at 100% yet? That ankle injury, ankles obviously on wide receivers, that's a bad thing. So I'm not sure he will be impactful this week. I'm not sure Cooper will be impactful this week, because he talked about in his press conference today that he, when he was traded to the Dallas Cowboys, it was actually during a bye week, so he had 2 weeks to get ready for the game. Now, he thought about a lot of things on his 3-hour drive from Cleveland, as he did drive to Buffalo last night. But the Bills' offense is a complicated offense to learn. I think he will play, but he'll be sparingly used compared to what we may use him in the future. That's my opinion. So Cooper will go out there and do a few things. Hopefully he'll have a great game. I mean, hopefully Shakir has a great game, and I'm wrong about that. But we'll see what happens with that. Cook may be back, but I'd like to see Davis get the majority of the carries, as he had a good game, and hopefully he can continue with that as we move forward. The offensive line had a great game this game as well. If you get a backup running back over 90 yards rushing, then your line did play well. And I thought they had a great game. Now, they had a couple of penalties. Spencer Brown needs to work on that, especially Deion Dawkins, again, had that penalty in the quarter break. He hates the Jets. I mean, I said that in my one video. Deion Dawkins just hates the New Jersey Jets. And since the game, he has posted on Instagram and Twitter a few videos of him as if he was a WWE wrestler, and he's got the defensive linemen for the other team with their heads on different WWE wrestlers, and he is beating them up by himself. So, I don't know why Deion does that kind of stuff, but he's having fun, and you already know that he is a quality NFL tackle. So, with that, I've gone almost 15 minutes. That's what I want these videos to go. So I say, go Bills! And remember, always remember, God loves you, and so do I.